determination in respect of that matter.
Yes, there isn't much for me to determine. I'd ask the parties to deal with that issue. I'm avoiding having to determine everything
Indeed,
at every stage. I ruled that the bills allegedly submitted, which resulted in the award of the tender, is admissible, because then after submission and being processed and resulting in the award, the bid then became an official document. I think there was your issue regarding where the original of the original set.
Yes.
I don't know whether you still insist on that. You still want that one to be produced as opposed to any one of the 3 copies that were submitted.
We had just requested that since the court had already made a determination, we would not seek for this honorable court to revisit its determination,
yes,
but just to note that the document that had been produced is a copy for the record. That is all.
A copy?
It's inscribed copy.
Okay, very well. I note that it's inscribed copy.
Indeed, my lord.
Thank you. The state has promised to furnish the court with the 3rd copy.
Very well, thank you. Very well. The bill produced by the state is accepted as an exhibit at this trial, Exhibit 14. But I'll try to describe its features so that we know what we are dealing with. It is a spiral-bound bundle of documents. And on the face of it, it describes itself in the following ways. At the top, at the center top, is black deck livestock and poultry farming. At the top left, there's a badge marked Black Deck Private Limited. And then just below, it's a procurement reference number MLAFWRHQCB/42/21 for the supply and delivery of goods for the presidential input scheme pass-on scheme. Closing date 17 September 2021. Closing time 1000 hours. Then it's marked copy in red. Then there's a date stamp, Ministry of Lands, Agriculture, Fisheries, Water and Rural Settlement, Director, Procurement. So that is what appears on the stamp. Date 17 September 2021 on the date stamp, and also it's handwritten. The date is handwritten as well. And there's a signature. Then there's a sticker marked in black lens, and it's marked right at the top right. There are 3. I presume that means that it was number 3, whatever. But it's marked 3 and in a circle. So that is the document that has been produced by the state, which is accepted as Exhibit 14. State, you may now proceed.
Now, Madam, if you may have a look at this bidding document. Now, who submitted that tender document in response to the tender for the courts? I mean, which company?
Livestock and poultry farm.
Now, in that tender document, was there any letter of introduction by the bidder?
I do not know of such a letter.
Am I invite you to go to page number, the second page? The second page.
Is that the page before the table of contents?
The one after the
cover
The
that I was
cover.
reading.
Yes.
Okay.
What letter is that? What document is that?
From what I'm seeing, I believe this is a letter that was written by the head of sales and marketing from the company that had submitted the bid.
Yes, to whom was the letter addressed to?
Yeah, Director for Procurement.
If you may read the address in full.
The Director Procurement, Ministry of Lands, Agriculture, Fisheries, Water and Rural Development, Private Bag 7701 Causeway.
When was the letter dated?
17 September 2021.
17 September 2021.
Now, where was the letter coming from?
Private Limited Trading as Council Fund.
Elected Private Limited Trading as Trading as Council Fund.
Trading is what?
Council Fund.
Are we reading from the same document? Is it Conso or Colenso?
I see. If the mic may be turned to face you, so that it will capture whatever you say. So who then tendered for the bid, according to you? There's the introduction, the introduction, there's a letter for the introduction, and there's also what we've just told this court, that it was black deck livestock farming and poetry.
Your question?
My question is, which particular were you dealing with? The company.
The entity.
Okay. Panapa pakanzi Black Deck Private Limited.
On the document you stated as Black Deck Private Limited.
If you may read in full.
Trading as Colenso Farm.
So, did you ever deal with the Colenso farm?
I'm not sure question to answer that question.
Now, do you know the relationship between a Black Deck Private Limited and Black Deck livestock farming and poultry and Colenso
The what? Do you know the
relationship between those three companies, three entities?
Okay, let's just say the entities between among which entities?
Between Black Deck Private Limited and Black Deck Livestock and Poultry Farming and Black Deck Private Limited trading as Colenso Farm. Those three entities.
Black Deck Private Limited, Black Deck Farming and Poultry, Black Deck Private Limited trading as Colenso Farm.
Nemagwaro andakabata ndiri kuona sekungoti ikambani imwe chete.
From the documents that I have before me, I would like to believe that it's just one company.
How is that one company?
Name of the company, which is
Nokuti later yediri panapa yakanyorwa Black Deck Private Limited Trading as Colenso Farm. Page kuseri kwachona yakanyorwa futi letterhead yakanzi black deck livestock and poultry farming zvese zviri kuwanikwa mugwaro rimwe chete.
I say so because on this page there is a black deck. The letterhead is black deck private limited trading as Colenso Farm, and on the first page it's black deck livestock and poultry farming.
I see. Are you in a position to interpret, to tell about legal implications of names?
So I don't know what I said. I think it's No, I would not.
I have no further question for the witness, my lord.
Cross-examination.
Thank you very much, my lord. Right. Who submitted that document?
Do you mean Exhibit 14, the bidding document?
Exhibit 14, yes. My lord. I would call it...
Exhibit 14.
Yes, a bid
Yes.
proposal.
Bidding?
Bid proposal.
Bid proposal.
Yes.
Nokubvunza munhu here kana kuti kambani.
I refer to an individual or a company.
Okay, I meant what, but let's start with the individual.
Akaunzwa na Mr. P.H. Kabisira.
Mr. P.H. Kabisira.
How do you know that?
Not their signature.
Pane magwaro avanouya achisainira kana vachinge vasiya documents kubasa kwedu.
When they submit their documents at our place, there are certain documents that they have to sign.
Who signed the proposal? They haven't prepared it.
Handina kubvunzwisisa proposal ipi yacho.
Which proposal?
That bid proposal.
So what is the question?
Who signed for the proposal?
You mean
Page 2 parakuradza kuti pakasainwa na Mr. T. Chidembo.
On page 2, there is a signature by Mr. T. Chidembo.
Uyezve pabid submission sheet pakasainwa zvakare na Mr. T. Chidembo.
And on the bid submission sheet, it was Mr. Chidembo who signed as well.
Where do we find the bid submission sheet?
On page number 11 of 19.
Page
Okay.
11 of 19.
So, my lord, page 11 of 19 appears on the fourth page.
You mean the page marked page 11 of 19 at the bottom?
Yes.
Yes. Is it 11 or 19? 11 of 19 and
I don't see any signature on page 11 of 19. Can you check again?
Window over left to 12 of 19.
yes, on both.
On what page is it? Overlaps to page 12 of 19.
Wait, on what page does the signature appear?
Signature information.
12 of 19.
12 of 19.
Yes.
What name does it say to be the name of the company bidding on that page 12?
Page 12,
Wrong.
yes.
Black Tech Private Limited trading as Colenso Farm.
Black Tech Private Limited trading as Colenso Farm.
Okay. I would ask you to read as it appears rather than to put to say it says trading as. Does it say trading as or it says TA?
Okay.
Yes.
Black Tech Private Limited T/A Colenso Farm.
Okay. Yes, is there any other where the person who submitted signed for the bid?
Papeji yakamaka kuti 19 of 19 bid declaration, bid securing declaration.
Okay.
Page 19 of 19, where there's where it's stated
The bid securing declaration.
bid securing declaration.
That page is a declaration by the representative of the bidder. Is that correct?
Declaration you may repeat the question.
I'm saying that document on 19 of 19, it is a declaration that is done by the person who represents the bidder.
Yes.
Can you read that page for the record?
The whole page.
From where it says, we, the undersigned, declare.
Okay. We, the undersigned, declare that we understand that according to the terms and conditions of the bidding documents, bids must be supported by a bid securing declaration. We accept that we may be debarred from bidding from any contract with a procuring entity in Zimbabwe for a period of time to be determined by the authority if we are in breach of our obligations under the bidding conditions because A, we have withdrawn our bid during the period of bid validity, or we have been notified of the acceptance of our bid by the procuring entity during the period of bid validity. We fail or refuse to execute the contract.
Okay. All right, thank you. Who is being referred to as we?
A company iri kubhidha.
The company which is bidding.
Who is the company which is bidding?
Company actually bidder. Company.
Pagwaro randiri kuverenga pakanyorwa kuti Black Deck Private Limited T/A Colenso Farm.
Black Deck Private Limited, TA, Colenso Farm.
Did the company submit any documents to show which company it is?
Company yakaunza mamagwaro yairatidza here kuti company
Ndiro gwaro rachona iro randakabata.
This is the document.
Okay. I want to refer you to the document that is written Annexure 3, which says company documents, which is part of that document that you have submitted to this Honorable Court. My Lord, there is a portion which marks Annexure 3 with some company documents attached to it. The pages, unfortunately, are not numbered, but
Yes. So Annexure 3 company document.
yes, my
Can
Lord.
you go to that page?
You are now there.
Yes.
Does Annexure 3 consist of the company documents that identify which company was bidding?
Annex 3 inoratidza here magwaro anoratidza kuti company ineyi ichibida. Yes.
For the record, can you name the company that was bidding?
Ndinotaura kuti company iri yacho yaibida.
Certificate of incorporation, I hereby certify that Black Deck Private Limited.
Okay. We can see the certificate of incorporation. What other document?
Can you turn over?
Yes, CR6.
There is a CR6.
It refers to which company?
Inotaura nezvecompany.
Black Deck Private Limited.
Yes, can you turn over?
CR14.
Yes, CR14.
Which company?
Company.
Black Deck Private Limited.
Yes, thank you. Now, the company that would participate in this bid would obviously be required to be registered with the Procurement Regulatory Authority of Zimbabwe. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So just before Annexure 3, there is a document there. Which company is identified there?
On what?
There's a page for PRAZ, Procurement Regulatory Authority of Zimbabwe. Just the page before Annexure 3, my lord.
Okay, you mean Annexure 2?
Oh yes, it is Annexure 2, my lord. Yes, which company?
Black Deck P/Ls
Yes. Right. The company that would bid would also be required to have with it a guarantee from a bank, correct? Or security.
Handichanyatsoziva hangu kuti yairi requirement here.
I cannot remember if it was one of the requirements.
It's fine. I would want you to refer to Annexure 1, which is the bid security and spoke.
Okay.
There is a letter that appears there from NMB Bank Limited, dated 15 September 2021. Do you see the letter?
Yeah.
Yes.
To who was it addressed to?
Black Dick Private Limited.
No, to, okay, before we get to the company, to whom is it addressed to?
Kanzi DSA or madam?
There's a DSA or madam.
Yeah, but the ministry.
Ministry,
Ministry of Lands, Agriculture, Fisheries and Water and Rural Resettlement.
Yes. Which company does it identify as relating to the security for the bid bond?
Black Dick Private Limited.
Right. There is also a document where if you could just bear with me about. All right. Maybe before I go there, so you referred to the letterheads. When you are referring to a company name, do you use the name that appears on the letterhead, or you use the name that is on the company documents?
Okay, patinovhura mabids tinoverenga zvinenge zviri pafirst bid.
When we open the bids, we first read what is on the first page.
But then how do you identify who you are dealing with?
Moses, they are saying with the company.
Name company documents.
We then refer to the company documents.
After the bid had been submitted, the bid proposal, you then telephoned Black Deck Private Limited to notify them of the tender award, correct?
Inini here kana kuti company?
I referring to me personally or the company.
Okay, did you participate in that yourself personally?
No.
Okay. Are you aware of the fact that the ministry notified Black Deck
No,
Private
say
Limited?
the ministry has been subjected.
Ongo.
Yes.
How did they notify Black Deck Private Limited that it had won the tender?
Vanonyorerwa magwaro.
A letter is written to the company.
Who writes the letter and who signs the letter?
Director procurement.
Director of procurement.
To who was the letter addressed to? To who was it addressed to?
Kana ndaikwanisa kuionawo because izvo zhandisiziva.
I remember if you have a copy, I can website the letter.
Okay, let me look for it. If you could just bear with me, my lord. Right. Yes, this one. Yes, that is the letter. Yes, my lord. I'm referring to the notification, which is page 65. If I recall well, it was tendered as exhibit number.
Is that exhibit 8?
I believe so, my lord. Yes. To who was it addressed to?
Black Deck Private Limited.
Elected private limited.
That is consistent with the company documents that had been submitted in this bid proposal by Mr. Teach Dembo, correct?
Ongo.
Yes.
So we were talking about also the letter that you said you'd have sight of. That letter, on the face of it, on the top left corner, what does it state?
A Black Tech Private Limited.
Okay. You were also referred to the second page. On the top left corner, where it is the brand of the company, what company is reflected there?
Black Tech Private Limited.
Yes. If I put it to you that the first accused person has a farm which is called Colenso Farm, would you be in a position to dispute that?
And this
I do not know.
And this is where farming operations of Black Tech Private Limited are conducted at. Would you dispute that?
This is where farming activities.
Farming activities, yes.
Yes, of.
Black Tech Private Limited are conducted at. Okay. Not that document, sorry. Now, lastly, can you confirm that the first accused person did not submit this tender proposal document?
wrong.
Yes.
Also, do you confirm that the first accused person did not sign off for this bid?
Wrong.
Yes.
Can you also confirm that you have no knowledge or evidence of the first accused person having prepared this tender document proposal? I have no further questions to this witness, my lord.
Cross-examination, Mr. Matuku.
Maybe before I sit down, if I can just confirm with my client. I have no further questions, my lord.
Mr. Matuku.
My lord, can this be to cross-examine?
Thank you, my lord.
Yes.
You said you are the one who receives bid documents on behalf of the ministry.
Bodo.
No.
But in this particular instance, you received the bid from Black Tech Private Limited.
Akasubmitirwa maofisi madirector.
The documents were submitted at the director's office.
But you dealt with the documents.
Wrong.
Yes.
Do you recall dealing with a bid that was submitted by a company called Militech Private Limited?
Muchikurangarira muchiona bid rakasubmitwa the company against
Militech Private Limited.
Militech Private Limited.
Hongo.
Yes.
Now, would you dispute it if I tell you that the second accused person is a director and a shareholder in that company called Militech Private Limited?
Handingazive, ndingazotoziva kandaonawo magwaro acho.
I would not know. I would only confirm that if I have sight of the company documents.
But you, however, do confirm that the bid that was done by Militech Private Limited had to do with the same bid that was submitted by Blackdeck Private Limited.
Hongo.
Yes.
Now, one of the critical issues is that there were certain documents in those bid forms that were submitted by Blackdeck Private Limited. And my question to you is, do you have any evidence at all to show that the second accused had anything to do with the bid that was submitted by Blackdeck Private Limited?
Wait.
No.
You confirm to the court that the second accused did not sign any document in any format whatsoever in as far as the bid that was submitted by Blackdeck Private Limited is concerned.
Hongo.
Yes.
My last question is, did you ever interact with the second accused person at your offices with anything to do with the bid that had been submitted by Blackdeck Private Limited?
Wait.
No.
I have no further questions for this one.
Re-exam. Thank you very much, Precious Sisa, for giving evidence. You are now free to go.
My Lord, it's now almost 1 o'clock. I had asked the next witness, Gary Senator, to be here in attendance at 2:15. She has confirmed that she will be in attendance. Yes.
Thank you. So we can now break for lunch up to 2:30.
2:15.
2:15.
Yes.
Stand up, accused persons. Come back at 2:15 for a continuation of your trial. The court will adjourn.